Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? It's Chubby Ray. Chubby Ray Comics live, coming at you live on a what is tonight? Wednesday? Coming at you live on a Wednesday night from the Den of Justice, my library here at home. Where if you guys can see over there, there's a bunch of omnibuses piled up. It's because the shelves that are up here, there are shelves at the front of my room. This shelf over there is empty now, so I'm gonna move it. I'm moving it to my alcove, so I have all the omnibuses are piled behind that calyx, and so I got to move that out, and then I got to put the omnibuses back in it in the front room. So that's the kind of stuff I've been doing. And you can see this shelf is pretty much, this shelf here is emptied out pretty much. So I still got the omnibuses here that I got to get rid of. But yeah, I'm freeing up some space. I'm gonna make this room a lot different. I'm gonna move my setup over to that corner over there, and try doing it differently. But I've got shelves in my bedroom. I have a bunch of shelves in there that I've got all my independent books in. All of my independent stuff is now in the bedroom, and then all of my Epic collections, DC Finest. And a bunch of omnibuses are going in the alcove, and then I still have a ton of my paperbacks and all of this stuff here. In fact, my desk is filled. My desk is just filled with a bunch of stuff, and I have this that I'm filling out for my daughter. Dad, I want to hear your story. This is a book that my daughter got me. A couple Christmases ago, I think. And it asks a bunch of questions that I have to fill out for my daughter, stuff that she wants to know, So when I die, it was always nice. When I die, then she could go look at the book and see things like, it's your birthday. What is the birth date? What's your full name at birth? Who are you named after? Blah, blah, blah. It's got all this stuff. And I fill it out and I answer all these questions and, and then she'll be able to read it one day. So yeah, that's what I do in my spare time, which I don't have a lot of, I don't have a lot of time to fill it out, but still when I do get time, I fill it out. I see you guys are starting to come in. Let's see what we got going on. Golandowski. Hey Ray, what's up? Hope you're doing good. I've been under the weather, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys noticed, I have an Aura ring, which I wear. It's a biometric ring that you put on your, you wear it on your opposite hand. See, I'm right-handed. Although my mother's left-handed, and when I play baseball, I bat left-handed. But I throw right-handed. And when I play basketball, I can use either hand. So I guess that my left hand is I think that my right hand, because I write with my right hand. So I think this is the dominant hand. So you got to put on your non-dominant hand. And I have this ring. And the ring started showing. It was really weird. The ring started showing that I had major stress. It said there was something wrong with me. And I was like, man, I wonder what's going on. And then yesterday, I woke up from my nap. I had the shivers really bad. I was just crazy. And I was shivering, and I didn't get done shivering until like 10 o'clock last night. It was just crazy. So yeah, I'm not doing great, but I'm doing better today. Piano Wizard says, I'm not going to miss this live show. Thank you, Wizard. I don't know how long this show is going to be. Hey, PW. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I figure I'll jump on for a little bit. Let's go. I'm ready. Richard says, what's up, Chubby Ray? I'm doing good. Reorganizing the library is always fun. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work though, because I'm moving so many different shelves. Like we built 2 brand new Billy shelves that are in the front, and they now house all my Epic. Oh my God, I have so many Epic collections. It's really unbelievable. I mean, oh my God. Yeah. And then I have, so many DC Finest that hadn't been coming out that long. How did I get so many of them? Hey, Wesley, I got the Batman Fear State Saga trade paperback today. Now I own the full Time and Run. Oh, dude, Fear State's great. Fear State's great. You got this one, huh? You got the whole Fear State Saga. That's nice. That's awesome. That's got all kinds of stuff in it. Yeah, Fear State's a great story, man. And by the way, Tynan Volume 2 comes out in what, 2 weeks? Oh, I am so there. I love it. Ray, how did you like the Avengers West Coast Omnibus? I haven't read it. I mean, I read it years ago and I had singles of it, but this is still wrap. I gotta get it out of wrapping. And I have read, and I've looked, I haven't read all of it, but I've looked through and read some of the Epic collection. But I gotta undo that. In fact, let's undo it now. I gotta undo this, and this is something that should not have plastic on it, right? Come on. What am I, an amateur? I should have read this. How have I never read this? By the way, I just took the plastic off. Anybody who has omnibuses, you know this. Plastic just came off, so. There's nothing smells better than a brand new omnibus. They have a very distinct smell. I love it. Got to loosen up my omnibus a little bit. Let's see. Avengers West Coast. Looking good. It's got Iron Man, Hawkeye, Wonder Man, Tigress, Hercules. Wow, it's got some great stuff. Great stuff. It's got the Vision, Scarlet Witch. So now I have it open and I'm ready to read. Love it. How is your daughter? Still sick? My daughter, yeah, she had a really bad kidney infection. And now she's got migraines or something. She has really bad migraines, and they're trying to find some kind of cure for this is crazy. Do you want to know what has worked? Botox. She had a doctor say, well, we want to give you Botox shots in your head, in the back of your head. And my daughter's like, I don't need Botox. I'm only 20 some odd years old. And they said, well, no, it's not for the Botox. It's not Botox for plastic surgery or whatever. It's Botox for pain. A side effect of Botox is it actually relieves migraines. So my daughter has to go in and get like Botox shots in the back of her head or something in order to cure her migraines. Now they're trying something else. So, and she got it. It all hit her at the same time. So that sucks. But yeah, my daughter's over here tonight. She's actually she's visiting my wife. PW says, when you have shelves in your kitchen, then you know. I'm pretty lucky. I have the alcove in my house is pretty big. So I can fit like 11 shelves in there if I have to. So yeah, 11 shelves will cover. That's going to cover a lot of years of omnibuses. So thank God. Let's see. Richard says, I'm hoping to get myself a library room of my own one day. I've got a good collection so far. That's awesome, man. I love it. Madden says, what up, Ray? What's up, Madden? Oh, I love it. Zach says, what's the rarest omnibus and paperbacks you have? And Zach's a super chat. I love my super chats. All right. Rarest omnibus. What is the rarest omnibus? I'll show you. I'll show you something rare that I have. All right, let me see. Let me get up and get it. I'll show you. All right, here's the rarest paperback. I got my paperback. I'm trying to look for my rarest absolute, but I think it might be down. I think it's down that way, and I can't reach it right now. Here's my rarest paperback. Spider-Man Back in Black. Spider-Man Back in Black is impossible to find, and it cost a ton of money. So yeah, this is very rare. But yeah, I have it and I love it. I bet I've read through that thing at least 10 times. I love it. It is fantastic. And I also have my omnibuses. I have man, I have a ton of out of print omnibuses. I've got Age of Apocalypse. I have I've got Garth Ennis Punisher Volume 1. I have Captain America by Mark Waid. I have Fantastic Four by Jonathan Hickman. Volume the out of print one. I have I have Ed Brubaker Volume 1. Ed Brubaker Volume 1 omnibus is pretty hard to find. I have Carnage. The Carnage omnibus is really hard to find. I have that. This is one of those books that goes for a ton of money on eBay. Hard to find. DC doesn't have as many out of print omnibuses as Marvel. But I don't know. I know there's some X-Men stuff that's out of print that I've got. And I was thinking the other day, like, I don't know what my Holy Grail omnibus is. I don't know what it is right now because I pretty much got, I think I've got everything. I think. Oh, and the absolute I was going to get you is JLA Avengers. I've got the absolute edition of JLA and Avengers, which is pretty cool because that's really, really hard to find. All right, let's see. Ray, how you doing? How's your back? My back is completely cured. I had to take steroids though. They gave me steroids to alleviate the back pain. And then I got addicted or whatever. I don't know what it is. But I was taking, I forgot how many milligrams. I forgot how many milligrams. I was taking like so many milligrams of steroids. And then after it cured my back, I was supposed to taper off, and I just quit cold turkey. And I had a really bad reaction because I quit cold turkey. So they told me that I was supposed to taper off. So there you go. Because I'm stupid, I didn't taper off properly. So, but my back feels great. My back is feeling wonderful. Oren says, Ray, hope your back's mending. I hope your daughter's feeling better. Thank you, man. Oh, I see my friends you guys all like each other. That's cool. So you're going to a desert island. You get to bring 3 titles, but only 3. With the title, you get all runs of the title, including current runs. What 3 titles do you choose? Well, my favorite book of all time. My favorite book of all time is Legion of Superheroes. I would want my Legion title. I love my Legion. I need them. I love Batman. Oh my God, I gotta have Batman. And then what would I I'm trying to pick a Marvel one, but I'm trying to Spider-Man, maybe. I get all the books. Spider-Man and Batman have huge runs. Because the Legion doesn't have that many. The Legion's got so many, but they don't have. You know what? I would pick characters that had really long runs and a lot of comics, so that if I can take everything, then I have access to all of it. So Batman for sure, because Batman's really well collected. Maybe Captain America. Captain America's really well collected. Yeah, and Spider-Man. Spider-Man's, you could tell from this room, Spider-Man is extremely well collected. So yeah, probably that. Let's see here. I need to get new bookcases. Some shelves of mine broke under the weight of the many omnibuses on it. The wife was not amused. You know what I found is I get regular shelves, and then I reinforce. You guys know Dan Swinson. He comes into the chat room every once in a while. Dan is a friend of mine, but he also does. He's a genius with like woodworking and stuff. Like the desk that I broadcast from, Dan built it. He built it for me. This desk over here, he built it for me. It's where I do my show from every morning. He also took my shelves and he reinforced it by getting new brackets. And he put new brackets on the shelf to hold them up so that they can, because let's face it, omnibuses are heavy, man. Omnibuses, omnibuses are a lot of weight. The best omnibus shelves are these Calyx. These Calyx shelves are amazing. I love these Calyx shelves. They are fantastic. IKEA has them, and that's what I love. Let's see what we got here. Ray, hope all's well. I'll stay as long as I can. I just picked up my copy of Century Omnibus from my local comic shop. Also grabbed Bug Wars Trade and Spider Witch. One shot. Keep up the vids, Ray. I love Bug Wars. The Century Omnibus is cool. I got my Century Omnibus, but I'm sending it back. I said this before. When I want something super quick, I'll order it from Amazon, because then it comes in quick. And the other thing that's good about Amazon costs way too much. It's cheaper to get omnibuses from Crooks and Bandits Comics, In Stock Trades, cheap graphic novels. It's better to get comics from those places because they're cheaper. But if you get it from Amazon and there's a problem, you just send it back. So I had a problem with my Century Omnibus, and so I'm sending it back and getting a new one. But yeah, it does look awesome. And I know a lot of people bought the direct market, but I love the regular. I love the regular ones great. You know? PW says, I love hearing about people's new pickups. I got another haul video. My new haul video is gonna be coming out soon, and it's great. By the way, members, the video you're getting tomorrow, I don't want to give hints, but the video you're getting tomorrow, let me show you guys. This is the video. This is the video that this is the video my members will be getting tomorrow. It's really going to be. How in the hell is Chuck Dixon's Green Arrow not in collected edition? You guys, this video is so good. It talks about when Mike Grell finished his Green Arrow run, like it was number 80 something. Chuck Dixon took over. Chuck Dixon and Jim Aparo. And that was in that whole run of Green Arrow. And eventually, right around issue 100, they killed Green Arrow. And then his son, Connor Hawk, took over. Then I think it goes from like 80. It's like 80 to like 140 or whatever. And I have all of these single issues. They're in my garage. I have all the single issues of Green Arrow, and I love this run. It's one of my favorite all-time runs. And they don't even have trades of it. There's no trade paperbacks. There's nothing. There's no omnibus, no compendium, no trade paperbacks. So that's what this video is about. The video is how in the hell is Chuck Dixon's Green Arrow run not in collected edition? Members, you get that tomorrow. By the way, I have heard that about Botox. It's not purely for cosmetics. Yeah, that my daughter, they give her, I guess if you get it in the front of you get it in the front of your head. If you're, some people of age like myself, if I wanted to get rid of these lines, I'd take Botox in my forehead. My daughter has migraines, so they give it to her in the back of her head, and it cures her migraines. Oh, thanks, Brant. I'm doing all right. Well, the Captain America Return of the Winter Soldier omnibus makes sense to me if I've only read the Winter Soldier epic. Oh, dude, NF, I'm telling you, the Ed Brubaker run is so good. And Return of the Winter Soldier is the last. It's the last book in the Brubaker run, but this is after. It's after Captain America dies, and it's after Bucky becomes Captain America and all that stuff. It's basically when and Steve Rogers becomes whatever the hell he calls himself. And Return of the Winter Soldier is it? There's a lot of flashbacks. Bucky does the whole thing about how he became Bucky, and it's when he makes the decision that he's going to go back to being Winter Soldier and let Steve Rogers take over Captain America again. And it's a very, very fun. It's a good omnibus, and it's a wrap up to the story. But you should read all of it. But if you haven't, it's self-explanatory enough. It is self-explanatory enough. It's a very good omnibus. Ed Brubaker is so amazing, man. Everything Ed Brubaker does is great. I just love it. But yeah, and I think Fanaticals. I think Fanaticals is offering that really cheap, right? Didn't they? Because I think that's an overstocked book. So yeah, dude, get it. Get it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm excited for the library edition of Minor Threat by Patton Oswalt. Oh yeah, I love Patton Oswalt. I've never read that, so I cannot wait to get it. I have Secret Origins of the DC Universe trade paperback from 1989. That's as far as I know has never been reprinted. Oh yeah, that's the Marv Wolfman, right? Is that the Marv Wolfman book? Is that Marv Wolfman or I know he did History of the DC Universe, right? I got Hulk Visionaries #5 for a good price. Oh my God. Yo, ChubbyRay, what's up, man? I got that Nightwing omnibus you talk about all the time and read 8 issues last night. It's yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, that is the best. That Nightwing omnibus is but I think it's the best omnibus of last year. I put it number 1 for 2025, and I'll tell you, it's on my top omnibuses of all time. I love that omnibus, and I can't wait for volume 2. It's coming out in July. Love it. My rarest omni might be Iron Man by Michelini, Layton, and John Romita Jr. Age of Apocalypse and both volumes of X-Men by Claremont and Lee. My rarest omnis are Hickman's Fantastic Four, Volume 1 and 2, Spectacular Spider-Man by J.M. DeMatteis. Do you mean this book? If I could pull it out. There we go. You mean this one? That's a very good omnibus. Very good omnibus. Yeah, it's awesome. Is that one sold out? Damn. That's sold out? Damn. It's a great book. Can you loan me X-Men by Claremont and Lee? I promise to get it back to you sometime between now and 40 years from now. Yeah, I love it. I got this is one of the first omnibuses I bought with Chris Claremont and Jim Lee, volume 1 and 2. Just because that was the 1990s, late 80s, early 90s. That's when I was going nuts with single issues. So that's one of the first ones I bought. How can I read Fantastic Four Solve Everything storyline if I can't find it in omnibus? You can find it in, and hold on, I'm looking. Hold on. Is this it? No, that's not. They did a run of. Hickman did a run of paperbacks, and Solve Everything was volume 1. Let me see if I have that back here. I'm not seeing it. But Solve Everything. Oh my God. Solve Everything. Solve Everything's on my. I did a video a while ago about the top 15 stories of all time, and that's on there. It's so good. I love it. Rarest books in my collection: X-Men Operation Zero Tolerance. Absolutely. Acts of Vengeance omnibus. Right here. Acts of Vengeance omnibus is really cool. I like that. Realm of Kings. I have Realm of Kings. You know what? There you go. That's my new whale. That's my new whale. The War of Kings aftermath. Aftermath of War of Kings. I don't have that. That's what I need. That's my new holy grail. Yep, there you go. I'm excited about the recent announcement that Omar made about New Mutants Omnibus Volume 4. Glad I can complete that run when it comes out. Absolutely, man. When I see Omar wearing a suit, I'm in heaven. You give me Omar in a suit, my day's complete. That is the happiest thing. When he does those suit videos, and I don't know how many suits he's got, because he's always got that flannel, that ugly blue flannel on the back of his chair. Have you guys noticed that? He'll be wearing a really fancy shirt, and then he's got that ugly blue flannel. He's got that ugly blue flannel right behind his chair. But when Omar wears a suit, that's the happiest that I am ever. I love it. And when he announces books when he announces books that I really want, like when he announced the Benjamin Percy Ghost Rider, oh man, that's the happiest I ever am. When he makes an announcement of a book I really want, I love it. I'm excited about the recent announcement about the New Mutants. Absolutely. New Mutants Volume 3 is Fanaticals has Volume 3 really cheap now. Hey, Ray, I just finished Zdarsky Daredevil Volume 1 last night. No, I haven't read it. I am about halfway through the Daredevil by Charles Soule. That's what I'm currently reading is Daredevil by Charles Soule. Which, by the way, oh my God, it's Daredevil and Blind Spot. He's teaming up with Spider-Man in Hong Kong. There's a whole story with Punisher that's crazy. It's really good. It's really good. And then after I get done with that, I get to the Zdarsky run and Devil's Reign and all that stuff. So I'm very excited about it. But I have not read it yet. But I love Zdarsky, except I didn't like the beginning of his Batman run. Federico says, I would take Legion of Superheroes, Green Lantern, and Elseworlds. Oh, good for you. Man, I am not a fan of Elseworlds. I wish I was. Hey, Ray. What's up, Chip Christopher? Wesley says, I didn't know Dixon did Green Arrow. Oh, my God. Chuck Dixon's Green Arrow run was so good. It's when this is back in the 90s when DC, it started in the 80s. Forgive me. I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight, but it started in the 90s or in the 80s when DC killed Barry Allen. They killed Barry Allen and they made Wally West the Flash. Then in the 90s, they killed Superman. And they brought in 4 replacements, Death and Return of Superman. They broke Batman's back. And then they had Azrael replace him. They turned Hal Jordan bad and they had Kyle Rayner replace him. And then they killed Ollie Queen and they had his son Connor Hawke replace him. So this is all happening right around the same era. In fact, Oliver Queen died. It was a crossover with Superman. That's when Oliver Queen died. And then they brought him back. They brought him back years later with they had Kevin Smith. That's an omnibus, and the Chuck Dixon run isn't. But they decided to bring him back, and they had Kevin Smith bring him back. It was just great. You guys you'll like that video, man. It's a good video. Which JSA omnibus is the best? Volume 1, 2, or 3? I do love Volume 3 because it's some of the newer Justice Society stuff, which was great. And it had this story called The Lightning Saga, which also had the Legion of Superheroes in it. But the best, all the JSA stuff's good, but the best JSA thing is right here. The compendium. The JSA compendium is better than the omnibus. Trust me. You guys, the JSA compendium is mapped. It's almost perfect. There's so much more material in it. There's so much more material in this compendium than what's in the omnibus. I love it. It is really, really good. And that is the JSA compendium, Volume 1. By the way, they've never put out a Volume 2. I wish they would hurry up and do it, but they don't. Sibley Warrior says, I agree 100% on using cheap graphic novels. eBay, Amazon is just to support my local comic shop. So I try to order at least one omnibus a month and maybe a trade. Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell you, here's a little guy, Crooks and Bandits Comics.com. He's a guy that's started selling books, and he's offering a discount code, ChubbyRay Comics. Put in ChubbyRay Comics, and you'll get a savings on your stuff. And I wish him luck. Adam's a really good guy, and I really appreciate him taking care of my viewers. It's really great. I had to take 3 books on an island with me. I would bring Absolute DC, New Frontier, Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon Omnibus, and Radiant Black Massive Edition Book 1. Boy, isn't Radiant Black fun? I see people insult Radiant Black. I don't know what they're talking about. I think Radiant Black is just fantastic. I don't understand the hatred that book gets. It's really amazing. Captain America has great writers and iconic runs, but I can't get into the character. Am I crazy for thinking his costume is lame and his name is cringe? I don't know. I love Captain America. The thing with Captain America is if you read a lot of Captain America, there's a lot of times where he doesn't exactly love America. There's a lot of times where Captain America is not happy with how things are going. You know? There's a lot of times where he gets upset because they're skirting the competition, or skirting the Constitution, excuse me. They're skirting the Constitution. I think that Captain America would not like this current administration we have in the United States. And I'll be honest, I do wish that Marvel would just let him do it. And I understand why they don't, because the way this administration is, they'd get mad and, they'd make life miserable. But man, I would love to see Captain America. And I haven't read Chip Zdarsky's run. I won't read it until it comes out in collected edition, which will be this summer or this fall. I can't wait to read it, but I think Captain America would hate what's going on. I think Captain America he's someone who always stands up for the little guy, and he stands up for the ideal of America. He stands up for the ideal of the Constitution. That's what he stands up for. He realizes the greatness of the Constitution, and he gets very angry. He gets very angry when our government does not do what it's supposed to do. That's what I think is some of the best stuff that he does. Some of the best stuff he does is when he's complaining about the United States government. I love it. Speaking of Fanaticals, they have Thunderbolts Red Omnibus. Oh, that's good. Yeah, Red Hulk and the Thunderbolts. It's pretty good. $30, man. Get it. Secret Origins book has an original Batman story by Denny O'Neil and a collection of different Secret Origins issues from different authors. You're thinking of History of the DC. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did. Marv Wolfman did the original History of the DC Universe, and Mark Waid just did the new one. Riley says, just bought Thor by JMS Omnibus on Fanaticals. Oh, is that what? Is that $30? That's insane. Have you read All Punisher Max by... No, I have not. No. I have not. By the way, Federico says, guys, remember to like. Absolutely. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Southforth says, I wish I could read American Vampires again for the first time. It was great. I'm like that a lot. When I'm reading comics, I go, God, I wish this was the first time I was reading this. There are books when you read it for the first time where you kind of get sad because you go, God, I'll never experience this again. I was saying that I had friends that had never seen Stranger Things. Had you guys watched Stranger Things? My friend had never seen it. And they were talking about the finale of it. And they're like, oh, yeah, maybe I should start watching that. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm actually jealous of you. I have a friend named Steve who's never watched Star Wars. Can you believe it? He's never watched Star Wars. Good Lord. I can't imagine. But I'm kind of envious that he'll get to experience that, because I remember how amazing it was for me when I first saw it. It was just mind-blowing. Always grateful to wind my day down to a ChubbyRay live stream. Oh, thanks, Ron. Appreciate it, man. When is Omar's next announcement? I wish I knew. I want to see that suit. I haven't talked to Omar. I think last time I talked to him was when we did the solicits. We did Marvel solicits. It was me and Sean with Omar. It was great. I hope I get to do the next one. Myers says, I like the Soul more than Zazarski. I'm really enjoying the Charles Soule run a lot. Did you read Iron Man 1? Absolutely. Today's ChubbyRay Comics video is about Iron Man issue 1. That's what the video is about. I know you love your omnibuses. Which one would you say you really look forward to reading or heard great things about but was underwhelming to you? Rick Remender Punisher. I couldn't even finish that book. I liked the beginning of it, but man, it got really bad really fast. That was a shame. And I love Rick Remender, but man, it was bad. Ray, how would you rate Thor Omnis by JMS Gill and Matt Fraction? Probably in that order. JMS first, Fraction second. Hit that like button. Absolutely. The 90s were a wild time in comics, the good and bad, though I'd say mostly good. Yeah, the 90s, it was great, man. The 90s were great for comics. Have you ever read a comic run that hit you so emotionally it made you cry? For me, it was the ending arc of Low and Preacher. I've never, you know what? I've never read Preacher, guys. I've never read it. Never read Preacher. I'll have to switch that one day. Hey, Ray, who would win All Out 20 versus 20 classic Legion of Superheroes versus X-Men fight to the end? No ties or team ups versus bigger. Well, the Legion. It would be unfair because the Legion are from, the future. The Legion are from the future. So they are they're an advanced civilization, and the technology they have is so great. You know what I mean? They have all that stuff. So yeah, it would, and the powers that the Legionnaires have are insane. I mean, they're insane. So yeah, they would win. But I don't think it's a fair question because one is in current times and the other one's from an advanced civilization. So Ray, I wanted to make sure you got my email. I sent you one about, I saw, I just haven't returned emails, but I did see it, Chip Christopher. And I did get emails from people saying that they would be interviewed, and I love it. And I'll get back to you, but I've been feeling crappy, and I'm just now feeling better. So I will definitely get back to you guys. And I'm going to start having people on as guests during these streams. So I'll be having stream, and then in my stream, I'll say, also, we're going to be talking to so-and-so tonight. So that's how I'm going to do it. Logan says, just a heads up, the shirt belonged to Omar's father. Oh, wow. Really? That's awesome. I didn't know that. When did Omar say that? When did he say that? Did he make a video about it? How did I miss that? Wow. I'll be damned. That's really something. I know Omar. I know Omar. I heard a little bit of, Omar was born in Peru, and his father is the one who, his father got him into movies and stuff when he was a little kid. He didn't even speak English. And yeah, and then his father got them into the United States. I mean, it's an amazing story, and I've lived a similar story with my grandfather, but Omar's father came to the United States and worked his ass off, bringing his family over. And the United States is a place where you can come from another country. You come to this country, and if you work hard, amazing things can happen. I know, because my grandfather did that. My grandfather came from Mexico. He had to flee to this country. He got a job working on the railroads. He built the railroad up to Chicago, and then he settled in Chicago and worked for the railroads his entire career. It was amazing. It truly was amazing. And America's the only place you can do that. America is a country that allowed that. Somehow in the last 10 years, we've sort of changed that philosophy. But I've always thought America is the most amazing country in the world. And I didn't know that about Omar's father. I didn't know that was Omar's father. I didn't know that was his flannel shirt. That's a sweet story now. That's great. Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it. And I love Omar. That's great. By the way, Federico says, I also emailed you. Could you repeat the email? It's chubbyraycomics@gmail.com. Federico, I did see you said your email. Riley says, who would be your Mount Rushmore of superheroes and your Mount Rushmore of villains? Okay. Superheroes. DC. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Got the Trinity. Got to have the Trinity. And then who would be four guys? Would it be Barry Allen Flash? Would it be Hal Jordan Green Lantern? Would it be Oliver Queen Green Arrow? Would it be Dick Grayson Nightwing? It's going to have to be someone who's a legacy hero. It's going to have to be someone who has continuously had an ongoing series. Green Lantern. Got to be Green Lantern. Hal Jordan. Marvel. It's got to be Spider-Man. Captain America. Got to be Captain America. Wolverine. God. How do you pick just one member of the Fantastic Four? You can't. Can you pick the Hulk? I don't want to pick the Hulk. I think it would be Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine. It's got to be Avengers. And villains. Villains got to be Joker, Lex Luthor, Sinestro. Joker, Lex Luthor, Sinestro, and Brainiac. Or no, Darkseid. Marvel, it's got to be Red Skull, Norman Osborn, who's the greatest villains? Kingpin. The Kingpin, Red Skull, Kingpin, Norman Osborn. And Dr. Doom. Of course, it's got to be Dr. Oh, that should have been number one. Yeah. What up, Ray? How you doing, man? Oren says, you summed up Captain America perfectly, Ray. I wholeheartedly agree with your assessment of how Cap would feel about the way things are going with the current US. Yeah, I just think that's Captain America is such a fan of the Constitution. He believes he doesn't. He loves the ideal. He doesn't love America. He loves the ideal of America. Captain America is by far my favorite Marvel hero. Whenever I fanboy about him in front of non-comic readers, I can definitely feel cringe these days. Yeah, I know. I hope they restock on Squirrel Girl by Ryan North this upcoming Monday. Fanaticals is amazing. Bought a few Omnis. They saved hella money. Yeah. There you go. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Come on. There's only one amazing Star. They're all great. They're all great. But Empire Strikes Back. Come on. What am I, a robot? Did you get the Absolute Batman Volume 2? Absolutely, I did. It's in the new haul video that will be coming out, I think, next week. Of course I got it. Ray, today I want to know the music you love. Give me some names. My scholarship in college. This is a thing you guys don't know about me. My scholarship in college was for vocal music. I am a huge Beatles fan and a gigantic fan of Paul. I love Paul McCartney. I just love it. I'm a fan of rock music. All types of rock music. I'm not a fan of country music. I've never been a fan of country music. And I don't mind pop music. There's some pop music I like, but I like classic rock the best, of course, you know. But yeah, musically, I'm more of a classic rock guy because, and the other thing is, I was a rock radio talk show or morning show host for 30 years. So, and I played rock music. Ray, what's your favorite era for your favorite comic book character, and which era you wish was better done for your favorite character? Favorite comic book character, favorite era. I gotta be honest. I love recent comics. I think the Batman era in the last 25 years has been amazing. If you go from, in fact, make it 30 years. If you go from for starters, Batman Nightfall, and you go Batman Nightfall, Knight's Quest, Knight's End, Road to No Man's Land 1, 2, Batman, Bruce Wayne, Murderer Turned Fugitive, War Games, Hush, Scott Snyder, Under the Red Hood, Scott Snyder, Volume 1, 2 Omnibus, Detective Comics 52 run. Oh my God. Rise and Fall of the Batman by James Tynion, the Tom King run, Paul Dini's run, and the James Tynion run. Oh my God. This era of Batman has been spectacular. It's really been good. A run I wish they could have handled better. I don't know, because I don't I try not to judge runs. I just either enjoy them or don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to put too much thought into it. That's hard for me to say. I don't know. I don't know what run I wish they could have made better. I either like it or don't, you know. Just kind of someone who never saw the Terminator movies, recently saw the first, watched the second, didn't know the twist that Arnold was the good guy. I was so happy to experience it through her. Yeah, that's awesome. You have to read Preacher. Just be warned, it's brutal satire of religion. That sounds great. I've just never read it. Have you read the Gwenpool omnibus? No, I haven't. I've heard it's good. I've never read it. What's up, Ray? What's up, Griffin? Logan says Omar talked about the shirt and why it's there on a live stream. Yeah, I think it's great. I didn't know that. And I'm mad at myself for not knowing that, because I love Omar. Omar of Near Mint Condition. I always recommend Near Mint Condition as a YouTube channel. I think it's the best YouTube channel out there. But also I've gotten to know Omar, and I consider him a friend. I'm sure I don't know if he considers me a friend, but I consider him a friend, and I'm glad that I got to know. And I'll tell you, I really like Melanie too. They're really, really sweet and just nice people, and I've really enjoyed broadcasting with him. I love that guy, and I wish I'd have known that. That makes it very sweet now. I'll be damned. Russell says, I can't believe Nightwing didn't make his Mount Rushmore. You know why? Because Nightwing has not had a continuous ongoing series. I pick characters that have had ongoing series, legacy characters. Nightwing didn't get his first series till the Chuck Dixon run, which I think was that the 90s when that first came out? It was like the 90s. So Green Goblin got to be in the Marvel. Yeah. Wolverine's my favorite Marvel. I'm not mad at his Marvel Mount Rushmore. Yeah, absolutely. Magneto. Chip Christmas is Magneto. Magneto would have been good, but it's Doom. It's got to be Doom. Come on. Ray, did you find it's better to wait an omnibus as opposed to buying trade paperbacks and then having to spend all the money to collect the intermittent? Yeah, it probably is, but I'm weak. I am weak and undisciplined. It is sad. It is sad how undisciplined I am. I will buy both. I can't just wait. I will buy both. That's why I end up double dipping and triple dipping and quadruple dipping. You guys are going to see, you will see proof of a quintuple dip on this upcoming haul. Trust me. I was about to say greatest Marvel villains, and you didn't say Dr. Doom. Yeah, of course I said Dr. Doom. I just had to get there. I think Andor is as good as the best. Andor season 2. Andor season 2 was amazing. I loved Andor. I thought it was fantastic. I love the Beatles. The reason I started playing guitar as a kid. Absolutely, man. Ray, you're in progressive rock like old Genesis. Oh, yeah, I love Genesis. I love Rush, Pink Floyd. Yes, absolutely. In and around the lake. Oh, man, I love Yes. And, I love Genesis. Love Rush. Oh my God. Today is Tom Sawyer. He gets high on you, and the space he invades, it gets by on you. And it's great. I'm such a fan of that stuff. But I also love Boston. I love Van Halen. I love the Rolling Stones. I love the Who. I'm a big Who fan. So yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of those guys are dying off now, which is which sucks. I think recent comics are a little too pandery, like the 80s, 90s stuff, personally. Too many people telling their own stories using my favorite characters as their political puppets these days. I've said this before. I have political stance. I have political stance, but it's mine and I share it only people that ask. And I don't think it deserves to be shared on this comic show. But I'm fine with a creator. If a creator wants to share it, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I take that as just a part of storytelling. But I think there are heroes who are very political. Listen, Captain America is a very liberal hero. So of course Captain America would feel this way about something. Give me what I want to see is a writer who believes one thing, but because the hero they're writing believes something else, that they write it completely against what they feel in order to portray what the character feels. That's the stuff that I find interesting, that's the stuff that would be, to me, I think that would be interesting to read. I don't think I could do it, Have you ever tried reading Spawn? Yeah, Spawn's great. I used to get Spawn single issues back in the 90s, and I have all 7 volumes of the compendiums. I recently ordered Eternals by Kieran Gillen. I've never read it. I'm not an Eternal comics fan, but I do enjoy Kieran Gillen. I'm probably one of the few who enjoy the Eternals movie. I like the Eternals movie. Yeah. Would Carnage make your list of greatest Marvel villains? If I could expand it. He doesn't make the top 4. Did not make top 4, but if I could expand it, he'd probably make top 15, top 10, top 15. I think Carnage was like the scariest. When I first read, when the Carnage first came out, I was like, oh my God, how is Spider-Man gonna stop this guy? Because Carnage was, oh man, and still is, just scary as hell. Richard says, I enjoyed Wonder Man. I haven't watched it yet. I'm just about to. I know it's a half hour show, so I'm kind of looking something my wife and I can watch together. So that's on our list of things to watch. Part of the benefit of buying trade paperbacks is you never know when the omnis will release, since they get along too super quickly and others take years to get. Yeah, I love my trade paperbacks. I love it. They announce an Omni and I have the trade paperbacks. I sell off the trade paperbacks. I wish I could do that. I should. But I'll tell you, it's good for you guys because I eventually end up giving them away. So a bunch of you guys win giveaways. I probably should sell them. Then I could use the money. Then I could use the money that I make to buy more books. Who are some obscure superhero comic characters you love? I love Darkhawk. I think Darkhawk's great. I love, who else is obscure that I loved? I talked earlier about Connor Hawk. I love Connor Hawk. I don't know how obscure he is, but I think he's great. You know who I love that they don't do a lot about is the Signal. The Signal's a great character that Scott Snyder created. We don't do it. We don't have enough of the Signal. We should. Who would you consider the Joker or Lex Luthor for Wonder Woman? Cheetah. It's got to be Cheetah. Tom King has said Wonder Woman lacks a villain like that, hence the matriarch. Yeah. Well, why the hell isn't he creating one? I mean, no offense, but you're writing Wonder Woman, Tom King. Create one. If I was writing Wonder Woman, I would create a villain. A villain that everybody would hate. A villain that would make Wonder Woman's life miserable. Why not? Ray, are you grabbing the new 52 Catwoman omnibus? What does a bear in the woods? Absolutely, I'm getting that. I usually sell my single issues and trade paperback to upgrade to omnibus. Oh, I love it. I just nabbed Darkhawk at Book Crawl back in October. How has Darkhawk never gotten an Epic Collection, right? Give me a Darkhawk. I'll tell you another one I like was the Champions. Do you guys know the Champions? The Champions were a book in the 70s. It was Hercules, Ghost Rider. Who was in the Champions? Black Widow and Iceman, I think. The Champions were very cool. When I was a kid, I read the Champions. I thought it blew me away. Darkhawk omnibus when? I don't know. I wish they do it. But I mean, I'd take an Epic Collection. Give it to us. We'll take it. I want an Epic Collection. By the way, tomorrow's video is what is tomorrow's? Tomorrow's is it this? What is this? Oh no, that's not it. Hold on. I'm trying to find so I can promote the videos. Here we go. Superman versus Captain America, DC versus Marvel rank off. That's tomorrow's video, everybody. That's going to be a fun one. Members have already seen it. And then the video coming up Friday will be the HITH video. How is Chuck Dixon's Green Arrow not in collected edition? And that's going to be a really fun one. I love the old champions, the Defenders and Invaders. Absolutely. Does Tom King's Batman omnibus go hand in hand with Nightwing by Tom Taylor? Like it's going on at the same time? No, Nightwing by Tom Taylor was going on at the same time as the Seeley's Nightwing. That's when Tom King was going on. It was at the end of the Rebirth run that Tom Taylor, right before All In is when Tom Taylor's Nightwing was going on. So it would have Nightwing was going on right after Dark Crisis. Yep. Right after Dark Crisis. Superman Batman by Jeff Loeb, pick up an omnibus or absolute? I have omnibus. I have both on. Oh, wait, I have both. I have volume 1, volume 2 omnibus, and I have absolute because I'm weak. I can't say no. What Batman would go hand in hand with Nightwing run? Like the same time would be the Tynan. Same time would be the Tynan run. Yeah. When James Tynan Batman was going on, that's when the Tom Taylor, because the Tom Taylor run includes a Joker War and Fear State stories. That stuff's all going on during that James Tynan run. And it is top notch, man. It really is. Jock says Matriarch is the villain he created to take the Sovereign. Okay. Place is ongoing. I feel like Cheetah is the arch rival, but it's hard to argue Cheetah being on the level of Joker or Lex. Yeah, I'm glad that, well, good. I'm glad that I haven't read all of King's Wonder Woman. I'm glad that he did that. That's awesome. Way to be. That's awesome. All right, guys. It is, how long have I been going? I've been going over an hour. Should I do that? And please excuse me. I've been under the weather for the last so long. Videos coming up. I told you I've got a rank off and a how in the hell coming this week. I have a moment coming next week. Plus, I'm gonna look at the new DC Comics solicits. The new DC Comics solicits came out. So I'm gonna look at that. That's gonna be fun. That will be fun. That will be fun to look at that. I'm gonna run down. I will run down the coolest stuff they have. Plus, where did I left? I think I left it off in February. So I gotta look at my March. I'm gonna look at my March pools. All right. I'll look at my March pools. And that's coming up as well. I love that. I love when I get a chance to do that, man. It just makes me so happy. By the way, there are so many great books come out for this week. This week alone, we had great books. Oh my God. Think about this week. We had Absolute Batman Volume 2, Fantastic Four Epic Collection, Back to Basics, the Century Omnibus, and Superman New Krypton Saga Omnibus. Oh, God. And then we got, next week, we got Green Arrow DC Finest, Detective Comics by Tom Taylor Volume 2. We've got One World Under Doom, and we have the Titans by Tom Taylor Omnibus. Oh, my God. Then we also have Batgirl Volume 2, Flash by Mark Waid Omnibus Volume 3, Green Lantern Volume 5, Something is Killing the Children Volume 9 trade paperback. Thank God. Hidden Empire Star Wars Omnibus is coming out. Let's see. Then we have Massive Verse Volume 2, Batman and Robin Volume 2 by Philip Kennedy Johnson, Batman by James Tynion Omnibus Volume 2. Oh my God. Excalibur number 4 Omnibus, Speed Racer Volume 1 trade paperback. That is awesome. Now we're talking. But I'll get into March. I think I ended my last time was in February. So I'll get into March. I'll make sure to do a video for that, guys. That's coming up. It's rewarding that Netflix Defender shows. It's hilarious. They don't believe it. Whenever they meet someone with powers, they know the Avengers are real. Yeah. I love how Marvel MCU can now put everything together. I think that's great. I just think that's great. If Marvel ever did a Kingpin comic run, who would you like to write? Ed Brubaker. That's who I'd like to write it. I think Ed Brubaker is fantastic when writing. I think he's fantastic when he's not just writing the main character, but when he writes the characters around the main character. His writing of those characters is great. Chubby Ray, the Energizer Bunny, keeps going and going and going. Yeah, that's me. Galandowski says his wallet is trembling. Oh my God, I'm going to spend so much money. You guys, I cannot stress I cannot stress how happy I am for volume 2 of James Tynan's Batman run. Oh, it's going to be so good. I might read James Tynan volume 1 again. I love it. Oren says, Ray, you should consider setting up a Discord server. I know I should. I just don't know how. Maybe someone who understands Discord can help me set that up. All right, let's get to my giveaways. I want to do giveaways tonight. Let's see. Oh, by the way, did I name the person who won from last live? Or have I not picked that yet? All right. Here we go. Tonight, these are the books I'm giving away. What are we doing here? All right. Here's our giveaway. Here's our giveaways tonight. Oh, Piano Wizard, you're the man. I love it. Love these live shows. Keep them going. By the way, how many sealed omnibuses do you think you have? And do you keep a list of every collected edition you've ever read? Or do you just rely on memory? I'm not good at it. I wish I was better. League of Comic Geeks, the League of Comic Geeks app. When you read a book, you can review it. So you can mark it as read, but I don't always, I do forget. So I know how many books I have. And I know my stats, but I don't, but it's not the books read are not accurate. So I know they're not accurate, but I should get better. I should be better at it. It's my fault, but I use League of Comic Geeks. Okay, let's see what we're giving away tonight, guys. Let's see. Here we go. What is this? We're going to give away. Let's give. Let's do. Batman Volume 7 Endgame. Batman Volume 7 Endgame. And All New X-Men. All New X-Men Volume 3. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a member. I will draw a member first. Oh, and by the way, I have the name of the person who won. I went and grabbed it from the front of my house. I grabbed the Justice League book. It was won by Raal, R-A-A-L, Raal, RAAL 17 or whatever. So Raal, you won the Justice League. All right, guys. So I'm going to draw for these two books. All right, I will draw first a member. And member, after you win, you will make a selection. You will want either Batman, or you want X-Men. And the book that you don't pick will go to a random commenter during the live stream. So I will just go and pick one random commenter. All right. Okay, guys, that's how it's going to go. All right. Let's draw. And this is going to be this will be the last draw with the Corn Pops cup, because I'm going to put the Corn Pops cup away, and I'm switching to the Frosted Flakes cup, because Frosted Flake cups has smaller forms, and we've now got over 40 members. So I got to get rid of this one, and I've got the new smaller forms. So let's draw one. This has all of the people who've won have been taken out of this, and this has just people remaining. This has just people remaining. Also, overseas people, because it costs so much to send that book to Australia, I've decided that I'm going to send Amazon gift cards or gift cards from Walt's Comics or the one in Canada, BD Comics or whatever. I'm going to start sending you gift certificates from those places if you win from overseas, because it just, the shipping, oh my God. The shipping is really, really expensive. Okay, let's draw. Let's see who wins. Jock Solo, you win either All New X-Men or Batman by Scott Snyder. Make your decision, and the one you do not pick, I don't know if Jock Solo's in here, but the one you don't pick will go to the random commenter. By the way, this is that Greg Capullo art with that Scott Snyder book. Oh my God, it's amazing. It is crazy, man. Because the Joker's just batshit crazy. I mean, he's unbelievable. Yeah, look at that. I love it. And the all new X-Men is great too. One of my favorite omnibuses from last year. It's one of my favorite all-time X-Men runs, by the way. I love Brian Michael Bendis' all new X-Men. So Jock, if you're in here, oh, there he goes. Jock. So are you taking Batman? Jock, you're taking Batman? All right. Jack Solo, you're getting Batman. Email me at chubbyraycomics@gmail.com. All right, everybody else, I will do this drawing after this stream is over, and I will do this drawing, and everyone will be eligible. If you've commented during this broadcast, a random commenter will be chosen to win that book. All right, you guys? It's been fun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum. I want to play taps. I want to play taps for the Corn Pops Cup, because the Corn Pops Cup is going away. The Corn Pops Cup is going away. Yep, it's going away. The days of the Corn Pop Cup are over. We're moving on. We are moving on. We are moving on to the Frosted Flakes Cup. And by the way, that's got our new members in it. We've got like Christopher Landon and Aaron and Marvel Trucker Chris. All you guys are in the Fantastic Four Cup. So it's just awesome. All right. I'm throwing away the Corn Pops Cup. Goodbye, Corn Pops Cup forever. And now we're going to move on to the Frosted Flakes Cup, because we've got 40, because now we got, you guys, when I started this, I didn't think we'd have 10 members. Now we're over 40. Good Lord. So yeah, there you go. I've got over 40 members. That's crazy. So I had to adjust. We had to adjust, and I have successfully adjusted. And so now we're moving on to the Frosted Flakes Cup. That's where we're going. By the way, NF says Frosted Flakes has more fiber anyway. Yep, fiber's good, especially when you get to my age. Good Lord. You're the man, Ray. Zap, boom, pow. To the moon with your channel. Oh, thanks, brother. I appreciate it. I really enjoy this, guys. I'm sorry I'm still under the weather. I'll try to get better. There's no live stream tomorrow because I have my other show to do. We'll either do it on Friday or I'll do one on Friday or Saturday. That's when I'll do the next one. I want to thank all of you. Also, guys, I'm going to I'm going to try to do some streams a little bit earlier. At least once a week. Once a week, I'm going to try to do a show earlier in the day, like around noon or 1 p.m. so that our friends in Europe and Australia and France and things, so they can actually see it, because when I do this, it's middle of the night for them. So if I try to do one at 1 o'clock, but what I'm going to do is I will Ray Lytle will return in Avengers Doomsday. Thank you, Tom. I will end up putting a post up to let you guys know when it's coming. So, and it would be like ChubbyRay will be broadcasting at 1 p.m. Central Time on this day, so everybody will know. I got to get better at doing that stuff, and forgive me because I haven't. But like I said, I've been under the under the weather. So, all right, you guys, remember, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment and subscribe so you can be eligible to win this X-Men trade paperback. We're going to draw for this in just a little bit. Email chubbyraycomics@gmail.com. I'm going to start returning emails, and I'll start lining up some guests. And guys, when we do live streams, I'm going to bring one of the show members and subscribers. I'm going to bring you guys all on to start asking you some comic questions. That will become part of these streams as well. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a great night, and I will talk to you again next one. Remember, tomorrow's video is going to be really cool. It's a rank off video. And then the video for Friday is going to be a HITH video, and it's going to be great. All right, you guys. Plus, I got a haul video coming up, and I'll have a haul video coming up. I think it's coming up early next week. And I think you guys will like this one. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you later. Bye.